Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Let me let's see something real quick. Shabbat shalom to the saints that's in the house. Shabbat shalom. Oh boy. All right. If I'm coming in clear, give me a 7 in the chat, y'all. Kohath Marari, shalom. That's a new name in here. Let me find out who that is. Namawa, shalom to you and the family. Raniyah, shalom, shalom. What's up with the fam, man? Hopefully y'all well. Everything's good in the sound department. All praises. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Sabbath so far or entering into the Sabbath. If you out here on the West Coast, where I'm at, okay. I thought that might be you, Keith. I thought that might be you. All praises, man. All praises. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing well on the beginning of your Shabbats, man. Wild week, wild week. If y'all didn't see episode 108, we done caught Slow Biden some more lies. You know, he's peddling that snake poison. He's peddling that snake oil heavy right now. Heavy. To any sucker that's willing to buy it, willing to drink it and guzzle it down. But we not having that. Not at all. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High while you have a shot, man. Hopefully y'all are doing the same. It's a month. I acquired first name. IQ is all the same. What's up, y'all? This is episode 109. Don't shoot the messenger. DSTM. Appreciate y'all riding with me. You know it's a Friday night lights. Hopefully y'all took your naps and you ready to roll. Let me go ahead on and take that off. Let's go ahead on and get to the business at hand. Let me share something with y'all real quick, man. Satan is at work, boy. I try to tell y'all to the best of my ability, just the minor afflictions that I go through and we go through over here at Messengers of the Covenant. When it comes down to dealing with YouTube and this whole sensitivity issue, when it comes down to uh, what you can and can't say, targeting, when it comes down to famine of the word, when it comes down to censorship, when it comes down to them trying to shut the mouths of the prophets, I mean, they're working hard time. They're working hard, double time right now. For my little old channel, man, I ain't hurt nobody, am I? Apparently, uh, YouTube would beg to differ. Check this out. Now, I shared with this with y'all just to just kind of see what's happening. Okay. If you see here, this is the strikes. Now, you can see up here on the IQ of Mouth channel, it's 2 or 3 community guidelines have been hit, right? You notice over here it says if this happens again, just one more strike will result in the permanent removal of your channel. So, you know, when I tell y'all they are trying to remove my channel, it's real talk. Look at this. Okay. Uh so I get hit with a strike April 18th for this video. Sleepy Joe announces door to door, you know what, right? I did that DSTM last year sometime. We talking like what, maybe 10 months ago, bare minimum. I mean, like September of last year, something like that. They come on April 18th. The video had been up, posted, the whole nine since last year. Somehow, all of a sudden, YouTube says, hold on, send somebody Send the ministry of truth over there. Go get the information bots. We want to keyword everything and anything that he says. Forget about the sources of his information. Flag it. Flag on the play, coach. Boom. So I get hit, right? Okay, April 18th for archive video. Can I appeal it? I've tried multiple times appealing. They won't overturn. They won't even review it. They won't tell me where, when, and how, and what did I say. I asked for timestamps. I asked them, tell me, man, where and what did I say, so I don't do it again. So I don't quote unquote harm the community. Can you help me with that? They give me nothing. But to say, oh, we decided to uphold our decision. We know this may be harm, this may hurt your feelings or whatever, They give you some BS. Now, this strike right here would have lasted 7 days, mind you. So what do they do? 10 days later, before I have a chance to even see if the strike is over with, to see if I can go back live again, 10 days later, boom, they hit me again. I ain't even touched the channel. I ain't uploaded. I ain't even try to log on. Nothing. 10 days later, boom, they hit me with another archive video. So now, mind you, this is 2 strikes. April 18th and April 28th. 2 strikes within 10 days. And we're talking about another archive video. Look at this. DSTM number 37. What number are we on right now? I can't do nothing but laugh. DSTM number 37. We're on episode 109. Hello? Does that sound like some BS to you? Is this not a witch hunt? Is this not, let me be quiet before they really, just I'm just showing y'all what goes on behind closed doors, man. So, mind you, this is how you know that they're making a concerted effort to remove this channel. Because why? Within this same strike period, they hit me again. I wasn't even off a suspension strike from this suspension strike from this one. So within the same strike period, they hit me with another one. So they tried to get me for all 3. They tried to get me that 3rd strike, but the bots messed up, or whoever, the rat, snitch, the Judas goat, whoever in the miss submitted in this one too early. Thus, this strike right here is inclusive in this one, so they couldn't give me the 3rd one. Now, because they're archiving old videos, I have no way of knowing or protecting the channel, because guaranteed, as soon as this one is up, they've already got one waiting to go and strike that channel down. So I say that to say, do not be surprised if you cannot find an IQ and Mouth channel no more. That channel has content on here that the Messengers of the Covenant Reloaded page does not. Does not. So my suggestion to y'all, go back over to that IQ channel, download any and everything that you think is of value to your learning, to the enlightening of your spirit, that you may think you want to share with, family, friends, whomever. Go over there and download that stuff, because they are going to delete that channel somehow, some way. Through the faith and grace of the Most High, hopefully they don't. And I'll be able to continue on that on my channel. But there's more than one way to skin the cat, so our congregational channel will still be active, most I permit, and we'll still keep pushing. That's why I still encourage and tell brothers and sisters, if you have not, even if there is no content on these other channels that been in the description, the Dry Bones TV and all those, subscribe to them anyway, because as you can see, they're coming for your brother. All right. So just wanted to share that with y'all, let you know the struggle is real, as they say, and the devil ain't playing fair. You know. So I've always said, you, we're all just renting space in this digital real estate. We don't own any of this stuff, man. The channels, the pages, the uh, the Instagram, whatever. We don't own any of this stuff, man. We rent digital space out here, man. Anytime the landlord, man, the slumlord wants to come in, start regulating, kicking people out, he's gonna do that. So you already know what time it is. We talked about famine of the word, and I'm sure I'm not the only one y'all watch. It can't be. There's so many brothers out there putting in this work, doing their thing, man. All praises. So they're gonna have to catch a lot of us and round us all up in a digital lasso, man, and try to get rid of us. But until then, keep the faith, man. Keep praying for your brothers and sisters over here at MOTC, and that we can continue keeping the lights on over here, because they damn sure trying to turn them off. You seen it for yourself. All right. But appreciate all of y'all support continually. And as long as that's there, we can't be stopped. You already know how that goes. As the scriptures say, you can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. And let's get that scripture in Second Corinthians 13. And here we go. 13 and 8. What's it say? Second Corinthians 13:8 says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." So everything that they try to do against us does nothing but help the truth. Regardless if it's the Christian church, the Catholic Church, if it's the Pan Africanists, if it's the Kemites, if it's the nations, whoever. The more that you try to hate on us, the more that you try to discredit, the more honor, the more glory that we receive, because of the fact that that's the walk of a prophet, that's the walk of an apostle, a man of the Lord, a woman of virtue. That's the thing that we do, and you can't do nothing against it but help make the truth even more grandiose. You know, if anybody hasn't noticed, man, the Israelites is the hot topic in every little debate forum, every little Christian. They live off of the name BHI. The Christian church, their members are leaving in droves. And what do they say? Oh, we got to debunk the Hebrew Israelites. Oh, Deuteronomy 28 debunked. Oh, color scriptures debunked. We got to stop them. The unconscious community over there, they can't get no views unless the damn Hebrew Israelite is on there debating or dealing with information over there. So you can't do nothing against this truth, man, but for the truth. You know? So we're gonna continue to keep pushing, man. All praises. Honor and glory to the most high Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, so let's get to tonight's episode. I'm done on that note. Let me share my screen with y'all again. Salakia, I didn't even share my screen on the scriptures, man. Y'all got to tell me in the chat. Y'all didn't even see the scripture. You just took my word for it that I was reading it. There it is right there. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. Salakia, I thought I had it up. Moving too fast. All right. So let's get to this PowerPoint. Y'all can see right here. The wartime is still happening. Wartime is still happening. All right. Let's open up with this. Let me get the scripture more. We always read Matthew, but I want to read Mark. Mark 13. And we see here Mark's account of the times and the signs of the end when everything is going to be fulfilled. Matthew said, when's the end of the world going to be? Mark says, hey, when's going to be the sign when all these things are going to be fulfilled? So, verse 5, 13 and 5, it says, and Yahushua answering them began to say, take heed lest any man deceive you. So, we're going to see amplified deceit going on right now. This is why the disinformation campaigns is running around. This is why the censorship is happening. You got deep fakes going on with fake videos. You got snitches running around here, destroying everything that's happening in any type of conscious community setup that we have going on. Look, take heed lest any man deceive you. You've got infighting within Israel. You got yeah, man, there's all kind of madness going on. So Yahweh Shah said, don't let anybody deceive you. This is why he also told us that in John 8:32 said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Again, H.G. Wells, I believe, said it. In a world of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. When you moving in truth and the world is surrounded with deceit, you're going to be a problem. I'm going to be a problem. But Yahweh Shah said we have to stand on that because we can't be deceived. And we should all see and know all the deception that's going on in the world. All right. Verse 6, it says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, I am Hamashiach, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So you're going to have plenty that's coming in the name of the anointed Savior. And many are going to be deceived, be it by doctrine, be it by seduction, be it by enticement with money, fame, glory. As many is going to be deceived in those days. But here's the real one right here. Verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. Key thing right there. The end is not yet. Although we hear of wars and rumors of wars, that's not the end yet. So we have to be very careful when we're saying, oh, the war kicked on, man. It's about to be the end. No, that's the beginning of the end. That's the beginning of the end. Jacob's troubles happens in stages. The prophecies that we're seeing, the seven trumpets and, the seals and everything's happening in stages. Albeit things is moving rapidly, things is moving fast. Can you imagine? We're almost already halfway through with 2022. We're almost halfway there. This thing is moving at breakneck speed, man. I was just tripping last week how fast time was flying. It just seemed like we just had Passover. We done had 2 new moons since. Damn near. Or about to have 2 new moons. I mean, things is moving at breakneck speed, man. And the scriptures are saying that once we hear wars, rumors of wars, don't be troubled. It does sound doom and gloom. It does sound bad right now. Make no mistake about it. It is. However, we have to go through all of this if we're going to be delivered. If the Most High's prophecies and judgments are to stand and hold firm. You understand? So once we going through all this, there's no pray for the Ukraine. There's no, peace in China and Taiwan. There's no, let's condemn Russia. Maybe Putin will back off. There's not enough prayer circles, candles that you can light, incense you can burn, prayers that you can send up through your meditative yoga poses and all that, hoping and praying for peace on earth. It's not happening. The Most already drew the bow, man. The arrow's already been shot. It's not coming back. We have to go through this, and the only person who can stop it is the Most High. He's not going to stop it until all things are fulfilled. Look at this. Psalm 46:6. It says, the heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. This is all the judgments that the heathen are going to witness and see as they try to make war with the Lamb, as it says in Revelation 17. Tell you all the kings of the earth, having committed fornication with the great whore, So we talking about the the EU, NATO, all in conglomeration with America, creating the great whore and the beast system, striving to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. And now we're seeing here, now we're seeing the heathen are being raised. Their spirit is being wound up. Now the heathen are starting to act more tough, more aggressive. That's why we, had a couple episodes a couple weeks ago where we were talking about all this nuke talk. That's my next hashtag. Hashtag nuke talk. All of them are talking about it. From North Korea to Russia to NATO to America to China. All of them is talking nukes right now, right? So the heathen are raging. Their kingdoms are being moved around. Most High is the ultimate chess player. He uttered his voice and the earth melted. Once the Most High puts out the word, man, it's over. Makes no difference what the heathen have planned. There ain't no escape route. There ain't no fixing inflation. Oh, we got to make an adjustment. The Federal Reserve, we're gonna up the inflation rate to 0.5%. Hopefully that balances out and reduces spending, and we can, man, knock it off. The massive money printing that they did under Trump, under Obama, under they was giving stimulus back when I think I remember getting a damn $400 check from Obama, I believe. That was 2008. So they've been printing up money since back then. That's what, 12, 14 years ago? And then Biden was just really letting the printing presses fly. So you got more currency floating out there, lessening the value. Then they upped the ante when the lockdowns happened and the goods and services became unavailable. Businesses closing in the whole nine. The ports and the docks are getting shut down. The economy's finished. The Most High has already uttered his voice, man. The earth is getting ready to start melting. But look at this. He says, the Lord of hosts is with us. So Yahweh, the self-existent power of hosts, is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. See, that's the only place that we can find any type of comfort, any type of security, any way that this place is going to be stopped is through the Most High. But he said, I'm not stopping until everything's being fulfilled. Reading on, it says, come, behold the works of the Lord, what desolations he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Everything is in the hands of the Most High. The Most High said, man, I'm the only one that's going to make any war to cease. And if we know Exodus 15:3, he said he's a man of war. So he has no problem with what's going on right now. He's made good on his promise. I said everything that he put down in that book is coming to pass. And that means that we're getting closer to the promised deliverance of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So the Most High said he's the one that's going to make wars to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow, cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Verse 10, it says, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. You see what that means? The Most High said that until he is exalted above the heathen and he's exalted in the earth, everything's going according to plan. That's the only way we're getting out of here. The Most High has to be exalted above everything. You think Esau's ready to do that? Hell no. You think the heathen are going to exalt him above themselves and their idols and their false gods and their traditions? No. So they got to be destroyed. The Most High said, I'm not ceasing any wars. But he said, children of Israel, you be still and you're going to know that I'm the Most High Yahweh. I'm going to be exalted above the heathen. You bowing down and you praying to these false gods. You over here worshiping money and every little idol that you got. The Lord said, you're going to be destroyed right along with him. Until he's exalted, it ain't happening. So verse 11 says, the Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Man, our power is great, man. He said, man, he's with us, the children of Israel. The God of Jacob is our refuge. He ain't a refuge for everybody else. That's our refuge. He's with us. He's on our side. I mean, Romans 9 tells you that he's given the adoption, the covenant, the glory, everything unto the Israelites. Need we go there real quick? And then we'll get to these current events. Most I say I'm with them. David said, man, he's with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge. And who are they? Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. Whose are the fathers and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came, who was over all, God bless forever. Amen. See that? So we see and know the power and the glory of our Father, man. So when we see headlines like this, NATO's message to Putin. So NATO is continually sending out threats to Biden. I mean, to Putin. And what this signals is we're getting closer to actual live World War III, no longer by proxy, as NATO is operating through proxy. America is operating through proxy, fighting this war fighting the war on behalf of Ukraine against Russia. So now the thing is that when NATO made this move now and opening up their doors, because Finland, and there was another country. Who was it? Finland and I can't remember the other country, but it was two countries. Finland and another country just came out and said, you know what? We want to join NATO too now. They chose their side. And now that also endangers the borders of Russia. That's the whole reason why we're in this whole thing from the jump with the Ukraine. Right? So now they got two more nations who decided to say, we're going to take up arms. We're going to join NATO. We want their defense. We want their protection. We want in with the beast. Hey, we want a piece of that great whore. They want to sip the wrath of the fornication as well. That's exactly what they want. Okay. So NATO's message to Putin: British and American troops joined thousands of soldiers from 19 nations for war games in North Macedonia as Finland signals intent to join the alliance. So who do we see? British and American troops where are on the grounds in NATO nations practicing war games in what? Anticipation of war with Russia. That, my friends, is going to be the essence of World War III kicking off in real time. All they just keep doing, they just keep pushing the button. They keep pushing Putin to say, do it. Do it. You see what we're doing? Do it. Make good on your promise. Do it. So we can get it on. See, that again goes back to Ezekiel 38, where the Most High said he's going to put them hooks in his jaws. You see that? Speaking about Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, speaking about Russia. Gog is, in today's sense, Putin. He's the chief prince. He's the head over Russia, the USSR, the former Soviet Union. What's going to happen? He's going to be turned back and put hooks in his jaws. He's going to bring him forth and all that army. He's going to get drawn into war. He's going to get pulled into a direction of conflict. This is why NATO keeps saying, man, please try it. This is why you see the propaganda in the news. Oh, he's getting bombed to death. Oh, he's lost another general. Oh, thousands of their troops are dying. Oh, more tanks got destroyed. Oh, the planes got shot down by one ghost to Kiev pilot, then shot down 30 planes. Oh, he's weak. He's got cancer. He's falling all over. I mean, you keep pushing, and we know the pride of the so-called white man. He's going to say, well, you know what? The hell with it. Let's just do it. That's why he's getting pushed in this direction. Every time he make a threat, he keeps telling America, hey, if you don't stay out our business, there's going to be consequences. What slow Biden do? Send 30 billion more to the Ukraine. gave them more Stinger missiles, gave them more damn weapons and everything else. I said, man, we don't give a damn. Are you going to do something? He told, hey, don't Finland and I forgot the other damn country. Don't you join them? You know what? We're joining them. What are you going to do about it? See, he's getting pulled and turned back. So here we see the Swift Response 22 exercises in North Macedonia involve 4,500 troops from the U.S., Britain, France, Italy, and other allied nations, and are taking place against the backdrop of Russian aggression against perceived Western expansion. Do you see that? Perceived? They just got through saying that they are going to accept uh, Finland, and once it comes to me, that other country. Once it comes to me, I'll remember. But let me see. Maybe I can just look it up instead of. Was it Sweden? Yeah, it was Sweden. There you go. See, Finland and Sweden desire to join NATO. So it was Sweden. Okay. And if you see here, this is why it's a threat to Russia. Because now these countries were neutral and was okay with Russia at one point. Now they're saying we're going to become NATO nations, and now look how much closer they are to the Russian borders in regards to an attack. This is why Russia's saying, well, hold on. You're getting too close. I thought we had an agreement that we was neutral. We was cool. I didn't have no problems with you. My problems were with my own country or my former countrymen. My problems is with slow Biden. My problems is with Macron over there in France. And now they're saying, well, guess what? We're feeling pressure from the other 18 or 17, 19 nations, however many is in NATO. We're feeling pressure that we got to join. Matter of fact, we think that our best bet is to join over there, man. We heard that the Great Whore got some good. Shh, I know it's Friday Night Lights, but I'm gonna keep it PG. They heard the Great Whore got that good, right? And she serves up a mean drink of fornication, and they want to sip. They want in, right? And this is why Russia's saying, "Well, no. Now you damn near in walking distance to my land as an enemy now. Problems, problems. See, this is why they're doing that, right? Oops, lucky. What happened? Okay, so we see here. This is what happens. So notice it says the perceived Western expansion. So they're saying that Russia's just imagining this. This isn't really happening. Oh, Finland and Sweden aren't really trying to join. Hello. Oh, there's no. What do you mean Western expansion? 4,500 troops from U.S., Britain, France, and Italy over there doing drills. Oh, the U.S. is walking the borderline of giving intel to the Ukraine. Oh, they're not giving them billions of dollars and weapons and training, and that's perceived. He saw something else, boy. So it says there are similar military drills being held across 5 locations in Europe this month to show Finland what they will be soon be joining. Oh, but I thought it was perceived Western expansion. Swift response involves parachute drops, helicopter-borne air assaults, and sees French paratroopers and an Italian working to a British chain of command. Exercise Hedgehog is also taking place on Estonia-Latvia border. Oh, where do we see that at? Estonia and Latvia border. Oh, they're running drills over there too, huh? Exercise Hedgehog is also taking place on the Estonia-Latvia border this month, featuring 18,000 NATO troops in the biggest military exercise in Estonia, which takes place every 4 years. So look, they're getting ready to run drills right here, moving closer. 18,000 here, They're getting ready to line them up and say we're in. So Russia's surrounded. And they're dealing with aggression already from Ukraine. They're already dealing with the aggression from the other nations and countries. You tell me if this doesn't lead to war. See this? Russia threatens retaliatory steps if Finland joins NATO. Well, they already said that they're going to be accepted and they're going to join. So, what's the retaliation? This is why NATO was saying, man, we're calling your bluff. Do something. And then guess what? When he does do something, oh, oh, Mad Vlad. Oh, he's so, the Vlad the Butcher. Oh, he trying to kill it. He's shooting nukes out of every. If you keep getting provoked, man, that's like, listen, there's only one Chris Rock as it stands. I mean, he's the only one right now so far publicly that's in the spotlight with a name bigger than lights who gets slapped in public and do nothing. They're doing that to Putin right now. They're giving him slaps in the face, both cheeks, and saying, do something about it. And then when he does do something about it, they've already got the headlines ready to roll to say that, they're already saying it's Putin's war. They're already saying, if he does any act of aggression, it's inhumane, he's wicked, and all this other stuff. Do you see where this is going? They already got him set up. The chess moves. That's why he's moving so strategic and kind of taking his time. Like, I know what's gonna happen if I act like how I want to really go there. But see, eventually he's just gonna do it because the Most High said, "Man, them hooks is in your jaws, boy. You're gonna do what the Most High says." And he's got to act aggressively. Russia has slammed Finland's announcing that it could apply to join the Western Military Alliance, NATO, in a matter of days. Russia will be forced. Hello? Need we look at it? Forced. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Quote, Russia will be forced to take retaliatory steps. Isn't the Most High beautiful? The word of the Lord is serious, y'all. Russia will be forced to take retaliatory steps, both of a military, technical, and other nature, in order to stop threats to its national security arising, the foreign ministry said in a statement. Russia shares an 830-mile long border with Finland. If it does join the military alliance, the land border that Russia shares with NATO territories would roughly double. Do you see that? They're moving in on Russia's borders. That's why Russia's acting so aggressively in dealing with this war. NATO is the one pushing the issue. Even the Pope said it. Pope said, man, this NATO's fault that this whole war started. I don't see nobody getting on his head about it. Why? How come nobody's condemning the Pope and saying, how dare you? This is Putin's war. He's the one that started this. He's the one being aggressive. There's no Nazis in Ukraine. What are you talking? See, why is nobody condemning the Pope? Pope finally tells the truth. Nobody says nothing. Unbelievable. Let's move on. Russia pummels the port of Odessa in an attempt to disrupt supply. See, that's why I was saying not too long ago. I forgot what episode it was, probably a couple of episodes ago, that Putin is just being more strategic with where and what he's bombing. He's trying to take out supplies, resources, bridges, railways, islands, that they can strategically use against them, Snake Island and all of that. I mean, because people wonder, well, why won't they just bomb the hell out of everything and just wipe them all out? Because he wants the land still. He wants the people to surrender and just come on back home. But eventually, that's non-negotiable. That's non-negotiable. So he's just gonna have to do what he got to do. If it's almost like, man, you begging a woman, man, that you was dating, or let's just say, man, your wife she done turned wicked, turned over to Satan, man, idol worshiping, so the whole nine, man, harlotry. She done committed adultery, and now she for those of us out here, she's out on the streets on Fig, selling her body prostituting herself, and you rolling up and down Fig every day, begging her to come on back home and say, "Man, stop doing. Get in the car, girl." And she keep running off, and her pimp walks up to your car and say, "Man, she with me now. Get up out of here, or there's gonna be problems." And you say, "Man, well, that's my wife, man. She's supposed to be back home with me." They said, "Not no more. Remember, man, she's a hoe now. She's with the great whore. She's in with us now." See that in layman terms, in street politics, that's what's happening. So Putin is gonna have to say, you know what? She's for the streets now. I got to give her up, and I might as well go ahead on and light up this whole block. The pimp, her, and everybody else. That's what basically they waiting to do. So Russia is pummeled. Reading this, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name of that country in Ukraine. Zaporizhzhia is not even gonna do it. Why'd I even try? Russia pummeled the vital port of Odessa, Ukrainian officials said Tuesday, in an apparent effort to disrupt supply lines and Western weapons shipments, as Ukraine's foreign minister appeared to suggest the country could expand its war aims. So they're trying to cut off how supplies is coming in, be it food, be it weapons. So if they cut off and break down them ports, now they're crippling their ability to continue on with the war in certain aspects. So it's strategic what he's doing. He's not just going in there wilding out, just bombing and blowing up every damn thing, shooting everybody. Well, if you leave it to the media, that's what they say he's doing, or his troops are doing. They're raping every woman and child that they can. They're raping them in. They're shooting everybody in the back. Uh, you know, if it's true, who knows? We know there's a lot of wag the dog madness going on out there, so we got to be wise about that. But now we see here, with war now in its 11th week, Kyiv bogging down Russian forces and even staging a counteroffensive. Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba seemed to indicate that the country could go beyond merely pushing Russia back to its areas or its allies held on February by the day of February the 24th invasion. All right. So there we have it. Let's move on. North Korea test fires another rocket towards Japan. Towards Japan. Japan is an ally of America. Yes, it is. So that's only going to bring more. That's only going to bring more tension for America to have to defend all its Johns. You know what I mean? All its tricks out there. We're gonna do a lot of pimp talk today. uh, let's see. Um, I wanted to see if I could find some just a quick little, without going into the whole history of America and Japan's relations. But nonetheless, Japan is an ally of the U.S. Despite Hiroshima and Nagasaki, despite the Japanese internment camps here in America, despite all of the damn dirt that America done did to Japan. Japan done managed to brown nose and lick and kiss boots to come back to the gray whore and keep sipping that wine of the wrath of fornication, man. Can't get enough. They came on back. Now they cool. So now they got to deal with, but who's not cool is these cats. North Korea is not cool with America. So they fired another rocket towards Japan hours after mask wearing Kim Jong Un confirmed country's first case of DVOC 91. Their first case of the DVOC 91, and state media declared a severe national emergency. They had one death. One death. Now, I believe it was their first death, not just the first person that got it. I want to make sure because I think they kind of left that out. See, now they got 21. That's 58 minutes ago. Uh, but just imagine, right? Just imagine. We've had 2.5 years of preventative and drastic measures that needed to be taken to stop them and stop the spread of the DVOC 91. And them over there, they didn't have no. Um, I'm trying to think how you. They didn't have no jab to go on the arm over there, and they just now are having people, being declared dead for it. 2.5 years later, what were they doing over there that they that wasn't that was keeping them numbers down? That's my question. Very interesting. Very interesting. But nonetheless, they're firing off test firing missiles towards Japan in the act of aggression. And now they're getting ready to lock down in North Korea. Well, they gotta look at they daddy China, because China's still locked down Shanghai. So don't be surprised if North Korea takes extreme measures and says we gotta lock down and do everything else too. I mean, it's par for the course. I mean, isn't that what everybody did when the thing first popped off? China went through extreme measures, man, lockdown, quarantine, was spraying the streets, all that madness that was happening. And then slowly but surely, Italy started doing it, UK started doing it, France started doing it, America started doing it, Australia started doing it, following the game plan of China. So here we go again. North Korea fired some kind of ballistic missile from its territory into the sea off its east coast. The South Korean military said today, adding that a probe is underway to work out exactly what was tested. So we're seeing what they're dealing with over there. All right. And in the same scenario, China surrounds Taiwan for a massive invasion rehearsal drills. So they're saying this is quote unquote rehearsal. Well, when is the actual play starting? When is the movie going to start? That's what I'm wondering. We know that there's been massive aggression between China and Taiwan. They're dealing with their own civil matters. But guess who needs to stand up for Taiwan? That's right, the Great Whore America. Another trick that they got to go look out for. So now you got Japan over here dealing with North Korea. You got China dealing with Taiwan. You got the Ukraine dealing with Russia. America's got their hands full. And then you wonder how this place is going to be destroyed and taken down. Look no further. Go look at the history of Rome. How did Rome actually, their daddy, America's daddy or zaddy, Rome, go find out how they got destroyed. Do the history. You're going to see. I'm not going to give you the answer. That's homework for y'all. And then you'll see, is America operating in the same capacity as Rome? Then we'll understand and know where we're at. Okay. The Chinese military deployed forces all around the island of Taiwan over the weekend in a set of large scale military drills that one Chinese military analyst called a quote rehearsal of possible real action. Oh, really? Okay. On Monday, the Chinese People Liberation Army announced its Eastern Theater Command organized maritime, aerial, conventional, missile, and other forces around Taiwan and carried out drills around the island from Friday to Sunday. So here they are patrolling around, running not only naval drills, aerial drills, and missile drills, taunting Taiwan for the weekend. And said, oh, these are just drills. Calm down. That's like a bully, constantly trying to make you flinch, doing this every minute. That's what China's doing to Taiwan right now. And just waiting to get swung on. And they're hoping that America jumps behind them and says, "Did you see that? Man, help! Did you see them do that? Help!" And America's gonna say, Hold on, I got my hands full over here. But you promised you was gonna be there for it. Oh, my bad. Okay, here we come. By then, it might be too late because they got to deal with Russia. They got to deal with North Korea. They got to deal with Saudi Arabia. They got to deal with Iran. You got to deal with Pakistan. You got to deal with all of the other nations that have allied themselves with Russia. Or you might have to deal with Cuba. You might have to deal with Argentina. I mean, not Argentina. Venezuela. Huh? Oh, then you got time to go save the gooks over there? No, there's gonna be problems for America. So we're seeing massive war games going on. Remember, the Most High said that the heathen are raged. He's out here calling the shots, moving chess pieces everywhere across the board, man, setting everything up for the grand finale. Armageddon. Reading on it says on Monday, the Chinese. Oh, I've read that already. Um, While Taiwan governs itself as an independent nation, China considers the island a part of its territory, and Chinese officials have repeatedly discussed reunification with the island, including by means of military force. It's no different, almost the same thing that's happening in the Ukraine with Russia. They've been really going to war since I think like 2016. They've been having issues, you know, since Ukraine broke free from the Soviet Union back in the late 90s. And Russia ain't been happy about it since. They was all one at one time. Ukraine broke off, want to do their own thing, and it's been problems ever since. Taiwan, the same thing. China saying, "Come on back home, get back in the stable," and they saying, "No, no, no, we want to stay on our own." Matter of fact, America's pimping us now. You got to go holler at our new pimp, Slow Biden in America. And China said, "I don't deal with America. You mines." That's what's going on. All right, let's move on. Look at this. Republican Gallagher warns, Representative Gallagher warns, U.S. is running low on some weapon stockpiles after supplying Ukraine. Uh-oh. So America is running low on these weapon stockpiles. So all of these damn Javelin missiles they've been sending, the money, the supply, they're running low now. So what does that mean? When you can't keep supplying, Ukraine with more weapons, U.S. are gonna say, you know what, F it, we just gonna have to jump in because we can't just give y'all everything. We're gonna have to go ahead and use this stuff for ourselves. So that again could be another reason why NATO jumps in and says, you know what the hell with it, man. We can't keep giving everything else because now you're running low on these stockpiles of weapons you've been sending to Ukraine. They drain in the bank. U.S. got to keep some stuff for themselves. And now they're gonna say, well, you know what the hell with it. If we're gonna use our own weapons for ourselves, we're gonna just jump on in. So, but look here, it says Congressman tells America's newsroom weapon systems may be needed to defend Taiwan. You see that? America again spreading itself thin. This is why. See, I keep mentioning it. Okay. So Revelation 17:1 it says, and there came one of the seven angels which had seven vials and talked with me, saying, these are the seven judgments, these are the seven plagues of the Most High. It says, and talk with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have made drunk with the wine of her fornication. See, this is why I'm making this particular reference tonight. These are all the nations, EU, NATO, they're all committed fornication with this great whore. They're sitting upon the waters of the nations, right? So he carried me away in the spirit of the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So, these are the 7 kingdoms of the so-called white man. The 10 horns represents the EU. Okay, this is what this is talking about. Names of blasphemy. So we see all of the blasphemy that America does against it. The non-binary, genderless. Uh, the genderless living, the transformer Decepticons are running everything. They blaspheme the name of the they blaspheme the name of the Most High. They blaspheme the children of the Lord. They blaspheme the Bible. They swear in on the Bible. They swear presidents in on the Bible, court cases in the whole nine. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you God. Put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. Then they throw out the Bible and don't judge you by no biblical codes. They've openly condemned Christ to open shame, constantly putting out fake and false depictions of him through movies, TV, media, literature, so forth and so on. The scarlet colored beast. Oh, it's a red beast, huh? We only know of one red nation in this book, right? Okay. Look, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Oh, so she's always adorning herself to be the apple of the eye of all the nations. Where does everybody want to come to? What place is already, on the inside of this place, man, is rotten to the core, established on rape, murder, false peace treaties, um, death, murder, bloodshed, war, lies. See, that's the whole walking down the street on the strip. Or on the outside, man, she got the makeup on. She trying to look her best, showing everything off. Her cleavage is out, her butt cheeks hanging out, and all of that. And you rolling by thinking, oh man, she's cold. Meanwhile, man, she got all kind of demons and spirits all on her in the inside, man. She's wicked as hell. She got all kind of venereal diseases, and all you looking at is the outside. This is why all the nations, man, they want to come to America, man. They think all their dreams are going to come true. This is the land of milk and honey. This is the great melting pot. This is where you can have everything and be whatever you want to be. See, America props herself up as this great, glorious, nice little place. This is where you can get rich at. Having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So all you need to do is come on in, take a sip of the drink. Take part in the abominations. All the filthiness of her fornication, man. There's no holds barred here in America. Be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. You know, it's the only place, man, where Satan gets exalted, man. They got Baphomet statues in Detroit and I believe in Kansas City. Might not be Kansas City, don't quote me, but there's a couple of Baphomet statues around. This is where the occultic practices is going on heavily over here. Emanating, that spirit is emanating all up out of here. Full of abominations, man. From the LGBTQ HIV power structure that's been set up. I mean, you name it. All the abominable foods, man. You can eat them all here, man. You can eat everything from a damn alligator to a damn raccoon. They telling you that a delicacy is eating roaches from the bottom of the sea, known as shrimp and crawfish and all that other madness, and the filthiness of her fornication. See, I'm not gonna go any further. But, we can go on for days about this. There's a whole lesson in Revelation 17. I don't want to get too distracted, but this is what we're talking about right here. The mother of harlots, man. She right here. And all these nations, man, want to get pimped out, want to go join the stable with her. So now this great whore who's got all these kings of the earth laying down with her, now we're seeing, oh well, I can't keep giving up everything to Ukraine because I gotta go over here and defend Taiwan. They're all in line and they're all saying, me, me, me. What about me? Hey, I thought I was your only lover. I thought I was the only one. And America smiles and says, baby, they all think they number one. They all think they number one. That's why you a trick. All of them. Let's move on. Look at the economy, y'all. Look at this quote. My 401k is now 301k. Millions of Americans fear for their retirement funds as blue chip shares continue to tank and more than 7 trillion is wiped off the stock market this year. Remember, I just did DSTM on Wednesday and what was it? 3 trillion or 1 trillion, something like that, got wiped off the stock market in 24 hours. No, it was 3 trillion. 24 hours. See, this is how America's lined up, man, because you can't even plan no retirement at this particular point in this stage. I remember, man, years ago, there was this brother. Uh, I forgot what store I was at doing security. I mean, this cat was in his 70s, and I said, "Hey, bro," I said, "Man, why you still working, man? Man, aren't you eligible to retire?" He said, "Man, I can't, man. I got to keep working. I got to pay my bills." Unfortunately, man, the brother had no escape plan. But that's what America's getting ready to set up right now. That's part of the Build Back Better. That's the Great Reset. There's no future in in this economy. They need to break down bare. They got to break everybody's pockets, so that they can establish a universal basic income, so they can put everybody on stimulus stipends, and it's all going to be based around how well you treat the environment, how well that you're living in compliance with the beast, how aligned are you with the beast system, and you'll get rewarded accordingly. Your private property rights, all that stuff is out of here. You're going to live in small micro spaced apartments, subsidized living. You get rations of food, because if you haven't noticed, there's a famine going on right now. Hey, but guess what? You know, they've got the bugs. They've got the ish burgers. Yeah, that's right. Burgers made out of poop. I know y'all had to have seen that. I pulled it out a couple of times. They've got the GMOs. They got the Franken foods. Oh, and we'll give you that. You can survive off of that. We'll give you the Soylent Green, huh? They've already got and made a law in I believe it's in Washington State. I pulled that out a couple weeks ago, where they said that you can use dead bodies now as part of compost for fertilizer. So they're encouraging uh, cannibalism. Well, that's gonna be the food that's gonna be eaten. You understand? 401k, your IRAs, and your retirement plans, man. You saying, you know what, man? I'm almost out the game, man. Another 10 years, man. All praises if you have been able to retire and you've been set up and you okay, man. Cool. Most High looked out for you. But those of us who still got 20, 30, 40 more years before any supposed retirement date, the so-called white man said you can't retire until you're 67 or something like that. For those who have retirement plans. Oh, you got your 401k. Oh, you want to retire early? Go ahead at 50. What is it? 58 with a heavy penalty. They're gonna snatch up some penalty paper off of you. It's supposed to be your money, your savings, but you get penalized if you come and try to get any of it. I mean, what kind of madness is that? So they're trying to wipe out any type of retirement funds, man, because you know what? The retirement funds is all set up through these investment companies and all of that who's taking your money saying, don't worry, we got it in the stocks, man, it's all safe. And here go the stock market crashing like a mug. And people are saying, hey, how's my 401 doing? Oh, we took some losses, man. Don't worry. You're gonna be all right. I mean, you may have to continue working for maybe another 5 years to get back on track. Oh yeah, yeah. That home you was building over there in in whatever third world country you was planning on retiring to, oh, that's gonna wait. That's got to get put on hold now. Yeah, yeah. The home you was gonna buy in Belize, that's not happening right now. Oh, you was going to retire to the Virgin Island? No, no, no. That's not going down. Oh, you was going to Fiji? No, you ain't got enough money. The market crashed, and it's continuing to crash. See, 7 trillion wiped off the stock market, man. It's high stakes gambling when you're dealing with the it's white collar gambling, man. It's Vegas. We invest, we putting in with 401k plans and all other stuff, man. And these cats is out here shuffling your money around. The banks is out here raping and robbing and stealing and taking, hedging their bets with other banks and all that overnight, shifting and moving money. And before you know it, man, you can wake up and everything gone. And they're gonna say, "Hey, this is what happens with the market, man. Ain't no different than you in Vegas, and you put, you know, 100,000 on black on that roulette wheel, and it goes to red." And you say, "Hold on, give me a do over, man. I can't get my money back." No, that's the way the game goes. It's a cold game, man. How America got this whole thing lined up, and guess who gets all the money, man? The big banks, the hedge funds, the insider traders, man, who get all the inside word. They run off with the money, laughing all the way to they back to they compounds, and then they're gonna go hide in the damn bunkers. Wall Street's prolonged plunge is beginning to raise Americans' concerns about their retirement savings, potentially pushing some to delay retirement as their account balances dwindle. So far this year, the benchmark S&P 500 has dropped 18%, wiping away 7 trillion in market value from the companies in the index. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down nearly 14%. Bonds, a traditional safe haven of those approaching retirement age, have also fared poorly amid high inflation and rising interest rates, with Vanguard's total bond market index fund losing more than 9% since the start of the year. I'm scared to even look at my damn 401k. I'm not even looking. I'm dealing with enough hell. I don't need to look at no damn 401k that's gonna make me more depressed. You dig what I'm saying? Our prayers is that shit. I ain't gotta work until 67 or whatever the damn 68. I heard that they was even trying to increase it to 71. You know that the damn retirement age, Social Security was set up based upon the expected age of man at the time. So in other words, they were hedging the bets that you would only live a couple of years by the time you retire, so they don't have to pay out your full retirement. They expect you to die. That money gonna go right back into the system to pay off debts and everything else. And if you had an insurance policy, they'll pay that off and they'll keep the rest. And then when people were starting to outlive that, they keep extending the day back. Oh, we'll push it back. They living a little longer. And then all of a sudden, that's why you start seeing the Bill Gateses and all of them popping up talking about there's too many people in the world. Oh, we need to get rid of these people because why? They can't get all the money. They can't get all the money. So now you get the cancers, you get the chemtrails, you get the food, you get the poison of the water, you get the diseases, you get the plagues, you get the jabs. You get 70% of Americans on prescription drugs. That's just prescription. We ain't talking about the ones that's over here strung out on lean and opioids and everything else. The suicide, I mean, the overdose rates right now is out of control. Everybody's on drugs. Unless you in the truth. Everybody's on some sort of drug, man. And it's all because people is trying to hide and mask the hell that they're scared to see of what's really happening to this place known as America, the Great Horde, the Beast. Let's move on. Look at this. 40% of Bitcoin investors are now underwater. New data shows. Remember, not too long ago, man, Bitcoin was the savior. I mean, last year everybody was Bitcoin millionaires, and everybody was making all this money. Oh, this is the escape haven, man. This is it. You got to break out the system, man. The Underground Railroad, the crypto is Bitcoin. What? Hey, man, the so-called white man runs it all. Any Jake man putting their faith in these crypto coins and all of that. And again, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I've invested in some, but I've damn sure have not invested crazily like anybody, putting my whole faith in all that. A little bit over here. Let me see what happens. I don't know much about it. Let me just see what happens. Okay. I made a little bit. Cool. Oh, I lost it. All right. Well, they always say, man, don't gamble what you're not willing to lose. You have people out here full blown faith in, hey man, XRP, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Get these coins, man. You gonna get rich off of this? I'm telling you. And everybody that's in these coins done took major L's this year and especially this week. 40% of Bitcoin investors are now underwater, meaning they're all in debt, man. They had a good run. And it's gonna probably go back up, but it's gonna take some time. Because Esau's not done manipulating that whole system yet. They're still building up their Fed coin. They're still building up their regulations. Remember, I've covered the stories, man. Slow Biden said, man, we coming for the Bitcoin. We're coming for the crypto. We just need to figure out how to regulate it. We need to move on in so we can get the Fed coin rolling because that's going to be the new financial currency for the world, digital money. We know cashless society, paperless society is already upon us. So we see here, Bitcoin is down below 31,000. It was just at like 40 some thousand. I mean, they lost a lot of money. Anybody's got heavy money in Bitcoin, man? Please. I just seen a story about some YouTuber. I mean, this dude lost like 2 million overnight in Bitcoin. So, we got to be careful about that. Let's go to, let me get a scripture on that. Let's see, this 40. Why do it always take me a couple times to spell this? 45. Uh, what I put in? I thought it was for, hold on. 40. Mm, damn, that might not be it. Salaki, y'all. Thought I remembered the scripture, but that might not be it. Hold on. Maybe that's not it. Let me see. Wisdom of Solomon. I know that will speak about. Let's look at this. Wisdom of Solomon 13. And let's read verse 10. It says, but miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope. In dead things is their hope, man. A lot of our people are out here putting their hope and their faith in dead things, inanimate objects, idols. They believe and understand or think that, the way to success is through money, cars, clothes, house, shoes, weaves, you know, all this madness. The Lord said, but miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope. The people that had major losses in this because they had so much faith in saying Bitcoin is going to save me. I don't care what happens in the stock market because I'm fully invested in crypto. I'm a crypto billionaire, millionaire. Listen, that's all came down to a head, and people's realities came crashing down when they realized, whoops, maybe not. Or you thinking, I should have cashed out. I should have did it. Even if you got to tiptoe around that, because once you cash out, you got to report all that, man. Esau's coming on them taxes. So it's a catch 22 with that. So now we're seeing what's going on. Miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope. Who call them gods, which are the works of men's hands, gold and silver, to show art in and resemblances of beasts or a stone, good for nothing, the work of an ancient hand. So we see what's going on. Man-made products, services, goods, technology, so forth and so on, man. People who have invested their life preaching it as doctrine, you know, that this is the only way out. Your salvation is in this money, man. The Bitcoin or the crypto, blah blah. Hey man, it's just a band-aid on a open wound. Esau's coming for it all, man. Make no mistake about it. You think he don't know about all this? There ain't no underground railroad of money without him, coming on in. I told y'all about that movie, The King of New York, Frank White, where that's where Biggie got his whole alias from. This guy used to run the streets. Of course, he's an Edomite. Running the streets, Frank White just got out of jail. He wants to come back in and be the kingpin again. He pops up on some old Italian cast and he told him, man, if a nickel bag is sold in the park, I want in. He wants in on everybody's business. He wanted all the money. And of course, as Esau, man, if listen, young Lawrence Fishburne, he was a little hothead running around here being a damn, servant to his master in this movie. Cokehead, you know. But if y'all ain't seen that, that's what I'm referencing when we talk about the so-called white man and his bloodlust for money and everything. I mean, that's what the so-called white man. He said, man, don't think he don't know about all these digi coins and all that. He know about all them things, man. And he said, I'm gonna get some one way or the other. Don't think you over there hiding and you trading and you sliding away, getting away with murder. I'm coming. I'm going to get it. Chickens are coming home and roost now, man, and it's affecting massive people's households, man. People's households are being majorly affected by what's going on in this economy right now. People are all dipping into their savings, maxing out their credit cards. The Negroes are standing in line at payday loan places now. Not now, but been doing it. And you notice some places is only in the hood. 'Cause they know the Negro and Latino man need that advance and that money. Paying super high interest rates, man. Begging for a quick little loan. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, as they say. That's all going down, man. And so-called white. I mean, the Israelite brothers and sisters, man. We've been so used to being able to juggle and cut corners and pay a little bit on this bill to get to this. We used to that struggle, so that's why we ain't really like crying just yet. The other nations who ain't been used to it, now they out here tripping. But see, when it hits our people is when them federal safety net programs like um, uh, uh, EBT and SNAP and WIC and all them other when them things start Section 8, when they start getting reduced and removed, all hell's gonna break loose. Then let's move on. Look at this. Gas prices jumped to fresh record highs. I thought Slow Biden said he was gonna open up the pipelines. I mean, yeah, he did say that. He said he was gonna open up the pipelines. He was gonna let drilling come back. He was gonna let them little oil companies get their licenses back. Because he shut all that down. Notice that didn't make no difference. Remember, he said he's gonna dip into his reserves. He was gonna pull out millions of gallons and try to reduce the cushion. Remember that? Or how about Governor Gruesome over here in Cali? How he was gonna propose $400 gas cards by the summer. Have we heard anything about that? No, but we did hear about them raising up the gas taxes. Did we not? Set to go July. Ooh, my bad, y'all. Set to go in July. So gas is back up again to new highs. So ain't much change there, huh? More of the collapse, more of the economy, the economic collapse and breakdown of America is upon us. So we still see it here. Gas prices jumped to fresh record highs. People's feeling pain at the pump. Okay. Coinbase earnings were bad. Worse still, the crypto exchange is now warning that bankruptcy could wipe out user funds. Did you hear that? If you have your crypto locked into Coinbase, They got hit so bad, they're saying that they might have to file bankruptcy. And if they do, you will lose your money. They're claiming your money as assets in their bankruptcy. So get yourself a little digital wallet, transfer your money up out of there and lock it away. Or if you need to cash out and get your money out. I, mm, it- well, I guess I got to be careful with that. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm not a stockbroker, none of that other stuff. I don't know nothing about this stuff. But it just sounds to me that if I had money in Coinbase or something like that, and they're saying that they had bad earnings and they possibly need to file bankruptcy, and they're saying they might take my money, I would want to move my money up out of there. I'm just saying. So if any of y'all got money up in there, do your research and find out what the status is, because that's what they're saying possibly could happen. Hidden away. I'm gonna read some of this because I know some of y'all got it. Hidden away in Coinbase Global's disappointing first quarter earnings report, in which the U.S. largest cryptocurrency exchange reported a quarterly loss of 430 million. So in 3 months, they lost $430 million, and a 19% drop in monthly users is an update on the risk of using Coinbase's service that may come as a surprise to millions of its users. In the event the crypto exchange goes bankrupt, Coinbase says its users might lose all the cryptocurrency stored in their accounts too. I'm going to read that in one more time. In the event the crypto exchanges goes bankrupt, Coinbase says its users might lose all the cryptocurrency stored in their accounts too. It sounds like some pyramid scheme. But I'm gonna read on. Coinbase said in its earnings report Tuesday that it holds 256 billion in both fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies on behalf of its customers. Yet the exchange noted that in the event it ever declared bankruptcy, quote, the crypto assets we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings, end quote. Coinbase users will become, quote, general unsecured creditors, meaning they have no right to claim any specific property from the exchange in the proceedings. Their funds will become inaccessible. Chew on that. Chew on that and figure out whether or not you want to do something about your earnings and your money over there. Okay? Just just to put that out there. Okay? Let's move on. Look at this. Skipping meals, racking up debt, how inflation is squeezing single parents. See, that's what I'm saying. People is out, we're living in an age now where people are faking it to make it, man. The internet is, I done seen cats, man, asking to take pictures with somebody else's car so they can post it up on the gram. I showed y'all you can buy fake money on Amazon. Everybody acting like they really doing it, and everything is fine. Nobody's really tripping. Inflation? What inflation? What recession? Oh, we still balling. We still. Meanwhile, they're going home with a quarter tank of gas in the bins, if that, to go sleep in a one bedroom apartment with an air mattress, and you running around here acting like you balling, and a cabinet full of top ramen. That's really what's happening in a lot of people's lives. But they're out here acting like, oh, everything's great. The numbers say differently. Okay. San Francisco, with daily life now the most expensive it's been in 40 years. Single parents say they're running out of places to cut costs. The price of groceries, gas, rent, and utilities has marched higher over the past year, but wages have not kept up. Yeah, everything's going up, but your wages. And slow Biden and the Democrats are running around talking about how low unemployment is. Hey, but it doesn't even matter how low unemployment is when them jobs can't even, if the job payment you can't survive off of. So people got to work 2 and 3 jobs just to survive. That's what you call killing yourself just to live. I mean, what good is you're paying rent and paying a mortgage on a home that you're actually only there just to sleep in? Does that make sense? You go to work from 6 to 2:30, your first job. Then you got your other job from 4 to 11. By the time you get home, it's 12 o'clock. And you got, oh, guess what? You got to get up at 4:30 because you got to go back. You got to get back to work by 6 o'clock. And you're doing all of that on 4.5 hours of sleep every day. You're eating all kind of crap because you can't get home to eat a decent meal. So you're eating fast food. You're eating all the madness that's going on out there. You're slugging down Red Bulls and Monsters just to keep up. Now your health is all jacked up. See, that's the American way. That's where we're at right now. Killing ourselves just to live. And then you say I can't wait for the weekend. Well, what'd you do it all weekend? You slept in all damn day. Or you got paid. You went out and you went and got some drugs, got some liquor, got toe up, slept off the rest of the weekend, and now you're right back in hell again. For some of you, are you working OT? Not my fearing law keeping brothers and sisters. We know you're not working on the Sabbath. But those in the world, this is what they doing. They're working 6 days a week. Oh, they working OT on Saturday. And then they, whatever they got left in the tank, by that time they dead sleep, that jacked up Saturday the rest of the day. Oh no, but you gotta go grocery shopping. Yo, you gotta get your car washed. You gotta do all the other madness. And then Sunday you gotta get up and you gotta go bow down to Caesar Borgia. See the life? Just ridiculous. And now they're talking about how people are skipping meals, racking up debt, and inflation is squeezing single parents. And you know who leads the pack of single parents, man? The Israelites. Them single black mothers, them single Hispanic mothers. Struggling. And what they doing out here? They're doing their best, man, so they can, get a couple of get a couple Jakes on the line, so they can pay that bill, so he can take her out to eat, cause she ain't got no food at home, or whatever food is there, man. It's for the kids. So let me go, prostitute myself a little bit so I can get a couple free meals for some Jakes to take me out. I mean, this is what's going on in the world right now. It's unreal what people are doing just to survive and get by. So, groceries, gas, rent, utilities, everything's going up. Wages have not, though. That's inflation. And more than half of single parents make less than $15 an hour, according to recent research from Oxfam. So, that's less than minimum wage in most places. That's left many single parents skipping meals so their children will have plenty of food, providing less healthy meals for their families, and cutting expenses to the point where any unforeseen cost could mean more debt or worse. For these families whose finances often have slim to no wiggle room, inflation coupled with the end of federal relief efforts like enhanced child tax credit payments is compounding the financial strain. So, you see that? Slow Biden giveth and slow Biden taketh away. The child tax credit, she gave them advances last year. So now when you wouldn't file them taxes, they took that out. And so we was giving you child tax credits from July all the way to December. And you was licking your lips saying, man, I got these, 4 kids, man. I always wait on that tax credit to get my money. And they ain't get it. Because you ain't got it in advance last year. And then they talking about how the IRS is backed up paying interest on payments because they can't get the money out. I didn't even put that in here, but look at this. See this? IRS is about to pay out billions in interest to Americans still waiting on their refunds. Man, the so-called, well, he ain't even got the damn money. That's how bad America is, man. They backed up with agents, so everything is slow. You didn't get your paperwork in early and all of that. You waiting. People sit back waiting to get paid. Hey, but they give you hell if you owe them. Or they garnishing your wages. They want to seize your property. They want everything. When they want their money, they want their money. But when they got to pay you, oh, we'll pay you when we got it. I ain't got it right now. I'll give it to you. Man, I'll pay the interest, whatever. So now we're seeing here. They're about to pay billions out in interest on America still waiting for refunds. Where they gonna get this money? Where does billions of dollars of interest money coming from? Oh, that's right. We can just print up some, man. Hey, we're already in a recession. Inflation's already high. How much worse can it get? Unreal. So there you go. Okay. Layoffs is happening. Companies are cutting staff, freezing hiring, or slashing costs. There's a number of different tech companies and stuff like that that's laying off right now. So that's even hurting the economy. We're already starting to see it. People gonna start hitting that unemployment line again. They're gonna be begging Slow Biden to give that extra $600 on that unemployment check, but that's been cut off. That ain't available no more. Stimulus, that's not happening no more. Rent moratoriums, that's over with. See, all hell is about to break loose, man. When people can't afford to live, ain't got the food. We talk about it in what, second Ezra 15 all the time. Here we go. I'm just gonna have y'all read this because I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. But what they teach in school, follow the bouncing ball. Just look at the headline here. See that? See that? See that? Ooh. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, still going. Boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The what? We. You don't say. You don't say. And see, I can't even say that because the Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Truth is gonna come down on me and say that's fake news. Oh, that's medical misinfo. You can't do that. But did y'all read that? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all read that. Get just so I can move on. I just want to make sure that y'all seen it. 7 in the chat if you seen that. Please do me that favor. Y'all read it like I did. Are y'all awake? Hello? I know it's Friday Night Lights. I told you take your naps. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Koath, you've seen it? Okay. Maybe everybody else is then dozed off. I've seen a few people drop off. I ain't mad at you. I know it's late. I know it's late for some of y'all. Okay. So a couple of y'all seen that. I'm not gonna read. I'm just gonna let y'all see it. So you tell me, was that little thing that they had you roll up for? 1, 2, 3. Some people 4 times. Did that help? Or did that contribute to the downfall of people? And that's Yahoo News. Yahoo. So let me move on. Oh, the DVOC positivity tops 20% as the 5th wave intensifies. Oh, the new wave is already here. We know where this is going. We know where this is going. Let me move on. More corruption by the so-called white man. See, why has that information regarding Hunter Biden and that laptop just kind of taking a back seat. They keep throwing out every other distraction that they can, man. They want to talk Roe versus Wade. They want to talk about, gender identity. They want to talk about the war. They want to talk about inflation, the economy, so forth and so on. They done thrown out so many distractions that people forget. And I just pulled out the article, man, about 2 weeks ago, that laptop had slow Biden in there getting money illegally. His crackhead son, Hunter Biden, getting millions of dollars. He's under investigation right now. His baby mama then came out and she ready to testify against him. Big problems going on. And we talking like this stuff could and should be if it can lead back to slow Biden, like impeach in him. Getting rid of that old bastard. But look at this, man. Follow the money when you're looking for wickedness, man. Didn't know what the scriptures say? For the love of money is the root of all evil. You want to know what the evil is, man? Follow the money. Look, Hollywood lawyer who represents South Park creators and Chris Rock has paid off $2 million of Hunter Biden's quote overdue taxes, acting as his sugar brother. Sugar brother. I mean, at that point, man, that sounds kind of homoerotic to me. You got a sugar daddy. Usually that entails an older man and a younger woman, and the old man is tricking off money on a young woman as she kind of seduces him into thinking that he's gonna have more than just a companionship with her. So now Hunter Biden's got a sugar brother. Is that the new thing now? Is that the new sodomite thing? When you got a old sugar brother that's got some money for some companionship, friendship, some extracurricular activities going on. So Hunter Biden, man, wasn't paying his taxes. This is slow Biden's son. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? $2 million, man. A Hollywood lawyer is paying off his taxes. This dude got all kind of dirt, man. Prostitutes, uh, crack pipes, pedophilia. I mean, all kind of madness was going on that laptop. Cold busted. And they lining up all these financial transactions, man, that he had to break off slow Biden 10%. Like he's the high priest. 10% had to go to the big man, as they called him. So here we see more corruption going on between the Biden family. Hunter Biden and his tax bill of more than $2 million paid by a Hollywood lawyer. Kevin Morris, who represents South Park creators, reportedly paid the bill in full. I mean, what did he do to get that? That's the greater question. I mean, if you're gonna pay a $2 million bill in full, that ain't just because you homies. I mean, Hunter Biden, he's deep in debt to this dude. So the question is what did he do to get this cat to pay that off? Leave it to your imagination. Let me move on. Hunter Biden's attorney said Morris is a quote trusted advisor of the president's son. Morris, who also co-produced the Book of Mormon and is a published author. Look at the connections. Morris, who co-produced the Book of Mormon and is a published author, Hunter Biden is still under investigation for potential tax fraud, money laundering, and violations of lobbying laws. And his daddy is being suspected of being inclusive in that investigation. Slow Biden himself. Tax fraud, money laundering, and violations of lobbying laws. And these dudes is a cold crime family, man. He's committing tax fraud and owed $2 million in taxes. So how much? How bad is this dude off? Okay. Entertainment attorney and sugar brother Kevin Morris footed the overdue tax bill facing Hunter Biden, according to the New York Post, and has bankrolled the 52-year-old's lavish lifestyle by covering his rent and daily expenses while also helping him to sell his artwork produced at his Los Angeles residence. I mean, this dude is a cold hoe, man. Hunter Biden, dope fiend, crackhead, clearly is broke, and he's being supported by a sugar brother. And this is the president's son, man. And Slow Biden talk about how proud he is of his son. He's being pimped out. He's uh getting treated like a damn sugar baby. 52 years old, man. Got this dude paying his rent, his daily expenses, paid off $2 million. You know he take man, what time is it? Is it Friday Night Lights? Hello? No Vaseline. No Vaseline, man. Hunter Biden's giving it up. I'm calling it. I'm calling it, man. All right, let me move on. Oh, but look at this. Nonprofit watchdog uncovers 350 million in secret payments to Fauci, Collins, and others at the NIH. Oops. More money getting spread around? Huh? Secret payments to Fauci? An estimated 350 million in undisclosed royalties were paid to the National Institutes of Health and hundreds of its scientists, including the agency's recently departed director, Dr. Francis Collins, and Dr. Anthony Fauci, according to a nonprofit government watchdog. We estimate that up to 350 million in royalties from third parties were paid to the NIH scientists during the fiscal years between 2010 and 2020. Open the Book CEO Adam Adrajewski told reporters in a telephone news conference on May 9th. Can you imagine that? Secret payments going to these scientists who's been heavily involved in the torturing of animals, the creations and the studying of various got to be careful, various viruses that could infect humans, causing a pandemic, uh, AIDS research studies that resulted in the deaths of black babies. Remember that? Need I go there? Hmm? Need I go there? Huh? Oh, okay. Flashback. Fauci's NIH funded experiments on AIDS orphans in New York City. Look who it is. Poor little Jake like this, man. Being experimented on by the damn demon so-called white man. Killed off one of our own, man. In the name of research and science. Disgusting. And this bastard's over here getting paid to do so. Let's move on. Prepare yourselves, brothers and sisters. Prepare yourselves. Electricity shortage warnings are growing across the U.S. So we're already seeing crackdowns on power, energy, gas, food, fertilizer, everything, right? So they're already talking about electricity shortages that's going to be happening throughout the US, especially during the summer, especially during the wintertime. That's when people always are, utilizing the most power, be it for air conditioning, fans, heaters, so forth and so on. You know, people that live in particular areas where they utilize their freezers more because they're storing food and all the other stuff. Listen, they're saying that this power grid right now are saying, beware, we're running out of power over here. We may not be able to sustain power like that. So you're talking dark ages? Are you talking about darkness covering the earth, as the scriptures say? I believe that's in Revelation. Yeah, there's going to be power outages. There's going to be times where I mean, this is what they're saying. Power outages, rolling blackouts, you know. So if you don't have some sort of power backups, At least make sure you got some flashlights, candles, something to make sure that you've got substantiated power or light during these times, because they're all saying the power grid is in trouble. Let alone we keep hearing about all of these cyber attacks. We keep hearing about the threats of EMP attack that could take out the grid, which would put us back in the dark ages and wipe out all electronic communications, internet, and everything. So the threats are real. This ain't rhetoric. Look, power grid operators caution that electricity supplies aren't keeping up with the demand amid transition to cleaner forms of energy. As they keep trying to push forward with this Build Back Better Green New Deal, they want to take away the nuclear and the coal plants and all that other stuff of natural sources of energy, but don't have the backups lined up ready to go. The solar and the wind and everything else, and then they don't have no backups for those. What happens if you're dealing with massive cloudy days and you're not getting no real power from the sun? What happens when it's not windy and you don't have um, windmills going, not generating no energy? Do you have a backup source prepared for that? No, they don't. That's why there's going to be problems. You understand? That's what happened down there in Texas. Remember Texas had them blackouts when that cold storm hit. What was that, a year and a half ago? And everything was wiped out down there, and they was trying to operate off of them windmills, and they wasn't getting no power up on them, and it was all jacked up. And then when the power did come back on, man, people had bills that was in the $17,000. That was like 2 years ago. That was all bad. So look at this. So that's what they're saying could be coming this summer and further on. From California to Texas to Indiana, electric grid operators are warning that power generating capacity is struggling to keep up with demand, a gap that could lead to rolling blackouts during heat waves or other peak periods as soon as this year. California's grid operator said Friday that it anticipates a shortfall in supplies this summer, especially if extreme heat, wildfires, or delays in bringing new power sources online exacerbate the constraints. Well, we get the extreme heats in California and Texas. You're going to get wildfires here in California. So you here in California, you in the West Coast, man, expect rolling blackouts, man. They're going to mess with our power. The Mid-Continent Independent System Operator, or MISO, which oversees a large regional grid spanning much of the Midwest, said late last month that capacity shortages may force it to take emergency measures to meet some summer demand and flagged the risk of outages in Texas, where a number of power plants lately went offline for maintenance. The grid operator warned of tight conditions during a heat wave expected to last into next week. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. Look at this. Saudi Arabia warns that the world is running out of energy capacity. I've never seen these things. That's what a Saudi oil prince is saying. And they got all the damn oil in the power. He said, I ain't seen it this bad. Saudi oil minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman warned Tuesday that the world is, quote, running out of energy capacities at all levels. I'm a dinosaur, but I have never seen these things, he said at a conference. So he said he's been around and he's never seen the energy at this low a capacity. He said the whole world is going to be affected by this. Now, be it this is actually true, or they're planning for an EMP attack, and they're going to say, "Oh, it's just because all the energy was getting used up, but we didn't have the alternative energy sources lined up in time, and we just got hit." Who knows? You keep talking about cyber attacks and something, the grid getting hit. I mean, Esau was sabotages themselves, man, just to get prove a point and to build up something new. Right? Did we talk about that in Operation Northwoods, right? How he will had a whole plan. CIA had a whole plan to commit terrorist acts and blame it on Cuba so that they can invade Cuba and get the war cracking. That's Operation Northwoods. We talked about that. But even in the event that that's not the case, if it is just too much energy being used or running out of energy because the backups ain't prepared or whatever, they're saying that energy is going to be a problem. Okay. So prepare yourselves, y'all. Hold on. I never do this. I never do this, and I don't get paid for this crap. But I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. Hold on one second. Real quick. Oh yeah, just trying to get something. All right. I'll never do this. But I'm gonna share one little thing with y'all. I can't even see it. Hold on. See this damn. I'm gonna share one thing with y'all real quick. Hold on. I'll never do this. 'Cause I don't like the damn enemy knowing what I'm doing or what I got. But it's for my people. So this right here is just one backup battery, solar battery that I have. As I said, just one. It's a little one. It's held like 500 watts. Okay. You see, you got the electrical outlets. You charge it with electricity, and you can charge it through a solar panels. This is a backup battery for power and energy. In the event that there is a need for power and energy in my household, I have a few things in order to make sure that, me and mine is okay until said time that the Most High says, shake the spot, get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But I would suggest, brothers and sisters, man, make sure that you have your own sources of power to make sure that you're staying wise during the time, because isn't that what the Most High told us to do? That's just one, that's just a little something. I don't typically, again, I don't usually hit my cards, but I'm just sharing. Y'all can go online, Amazon, you can go do some research about different solar generators and powers that, you might want to invest in. Because in my state, where in city where we at, we get plenty of sun. We're in a drought like a mug. So getting some energy and getting some power wouldn't really be a problem. Losing it would be. But here, wisdom, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, utilizing a little wisdom and knowledge. Oops, I didn't share that with y'all. My bad, y'all. Or did I? I didn't. I can't tell. I'm getting lost. My bad. Um, Here we go. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the Most High said, man, if you've got wisdom, utilize it, man. Don't be dumb out here. And I'm not saying that your whole salvation should be in them things. But as the old saying goes, I'd rather be caught with it than without it. Those are the type of rules that you got to live by, especially now. So, that's one little thing. Hold on. Let me show y'all one more thing. One more thing. And let's see if that. And these are just little things that y'all might want to consider. Okay. See this right here? This is a solar USB charger. Oh, hold on. Let me get myself right. This is ridiculous. This right here, solar USB charger. Okay. It's the USB ports right there. This right here is where you plug in your charger, so you can charge it in the wall. There's your two USB ports, you know, so you can have your communication with your phones and all that other stuff. Make sure you leave it out, charge it up. See, mine's I ain't had it sitting out in the sun in a hot minute. It's been in my backpack. But when it's fully charged, you get about five. Let me see. Yeah, it's five lights will light up. Uh, you need some light, as you can see. Also, is a flashlight in case you need a little light. But it runs off of solar. And I think I bought this for less than $20. I mean, if somebody says, "Ah man, you ain't got no faith, man," okay, because I spent $20 on a flashlight and an electric charger for my phone. But you Negroes goddamn $1,200 iPhones and panic when your charger breaks and you go run to the nearest store to go get a charger. Well, what's the difference? So you tell me. Again. So that's just two little things I'm sharing with y'all. This one, this is a USB charger for your phones. Here's a solar panel right here. Leave it out in the sun. It'll charge up, last a long time. When you out and you need that charge on your phone and you can't find an outlet, you can't find a place to plug your phone in, boom, here you go. Pull it out, charge your phone up, you good. All right. So sharing that with y'all. I ain't tipping my hat on everything. I'm just giving y'all a couple little nuggets. Cause when I see stuff like this, I'm like, okay, I'll be okay. Most I permit. My family will be okay. Most I permit. But who knows? At the end of the day, our faith is completely in the Most High, Yahweh, and the prophecies and the judgment stand, and His will is going to be done. But I'll be damned if I don't use wisdom and knowledge during these times. All right, let me move on. Look at this broad, man. And we just got to talking about it in DSTM. What is it? 108 about slow Biden. Winding up the troops and the toy soldiers of the damn uh, LGBTQ HIV community, the Roe versus Wade community. They getting ready to run out there, and that's gonna be the next distraction to try to get everybody on board for these November primaries. So the Dyke Mayor, Lori Lightfoot, Beetlejuice, uh, over there in Chicago, look what she's doing. She's falling right in line with the system. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is slammed for inciting an insurrection. Oh, she tried to get them to get incited to riot, huh? Well, that's what she's supposed to do. Motivating the LGBTQ HIV troops to get out there, make some noise, shake some cages, and get everybody tripping. So she gets slammed for inciting an insurrection by warning LGBTQ community to fight because Scottish will target the next after Roe will target them next after Roe versus Wade abortion ban leak as DOJ is criticized for failing to stop protests outside of judges' homes. See that? She's riding for the LGBTQ HIV community. And she says, if you don't get out there and fight and riot and act a damn fool, they're coming for you next. How's that? You're sitting in the office of mayor as a damn lesbian. I don't see any rights being inflicted there. I could see if they fired her and said, because you're a damn dyke, Lori, you and your white woman, you're out of here. And then she runs out there and says, hey, they're stripping our rights. They just fired me because I'm a dyke. Oh, we got to get out there and fight. That ain't happening. You're sitting in a position of power talking about they're going to get you next. And you're sitting back there calling shots for the whole damn city. Watching the collapse of your city as the black men is running around there firing away, shooting and killing each other over streets and turfs and old beefs and damn internet incited beefs from diss songs and rap lyrics and Instagram posts and locations, and she ain't doing a damn thing about it. But she telling the damn LGBTQ HIV community, get out there and fight because the uh the um the conservative right is gonna come and get you. And she's sitting in a position of power. And slow Biden just got through having more damn alphabet transformer people, Decepticons, in politics than ever. I think they said 250 so-called LGBTQ HIV community peoples are in positions of government and authority right now. I mean, look, the damn minister of health or whatever that dude's name is, Levine, is a damn Decepticon in a position of power. What are you talking about, Lori? Beetlejuice? And she run around here trying to tell everybody, get ready. But see, this is what they're planning to do. This is what they're supposed to do. They've got to get everybody wound up because the next distraction needs to be put on blast. All right. So you see what's happening. You see the game. You see the move that they're making. It's all bogus. It's all lies. Chicago Mayor Lightfoot tweeted a call to arms. So she's declaring war for the LGBTQ community to help protest Roe versus Wade, which the Supreme Court is poised to overturn. Again, this is just a proposal. This is just a rumor. It hasn't even came out yet. They have no documents of saying it. It was, but they saying that they moving like this has actually happened already, and we have to fight to overturn this. Lightfoot warned her community to end an end to Roe versus Wade would pave the way to limiting the rights against them and other marginalized groups. We will not surrender our rights without a fight to victory. The city's first openly gay black female mayor wrote. Many took to Twitter to criticize the mayor's comments as protests continue outside the homes of 3 Supreme Court judges. The DOJ faces own criticism for failing to arrest any of the protesters despite laws stating it was illegal to demonstrate outside of judges' homes. You see, these maniacs got the judges as addresses, and they outside of their houses, man. While the demonstration outside the homes remained peaceful, a Wisconsin pro-life group's office was set on fire on Sunday by Antifa members. And what was it? UZL, you just sent me a picture of the damn satanic anti-fascist division up in Portland, heading out in the streets in the name of justice. I mean, even a damn Satanist is out there joining lockstep with the damn sodomites and everybody else. This is how you know America is just a damn great whore. Everybody and anything is all out here. Let's move on. Fury, as Colorado teacher invites a schoolgirl, listen to this. Colorado teacher invites a schoolgirl, 12, to an after-school arts club that was actually a meeting about trans and queer identity. Kids were asked who they were sexually attracted to and told that it's okay to lie to your parents. Remember, I just covered the story. What was it? Last episode 107? Where Slow Biden said, when the kids are in the classroom, the kids are ours. The teachers are the bosses now. They belong to the kids. Y'all remember that? This is what they opening up. This is what they saying. Once your kids is in these classrooms, man, they are as a man, and we're gonna turn them out. And they saying it's okay to lie to your parents. So they teaching the kids to lie. They seducing them, bringing them into secret meetings. They just got through busting a school group. I covered that story a while back. An Edomite teacher, man, whose son is a transformer, a Decepticon, and she messed around and was monitoring the kids' computers, recruiting them into their little sodomite groups and clubs, seducing them. 12-year-old schoolgirl, man, thinking she's going to an art club and gets brought into a transformer meeting. This is where we're at here in America, man. Erin Lee, whose daughter attended Wellington Middle School up until this year, says her daughter was told she may be transgender and her family was not safe. Les said her daughter, or I guess I'm supposed to say Lee, Les said her daughter, uh, 12, was invited to the group by art teacher Jenna Reap, who told her it was an art group. The lesson was led LGBTQ activist Kimberly Chambers. Emails obtained by the parents defending education advocacy group shows. Speaker Kimberly told kids that if they were not fully comfortable in their body, that they may trans, good lord, and that members of their family were not safe to talk to. Students in the group did a genderbread person activity, which explicitly asked her daughter and other students in the room who they were sexually attracted to. So here they are playing sex games at 12. And remember, they want your kids at 3. No, no, it's like kindergarten or third grade. That's the whole thing that the governor down there in Florida's been fighting because they're trying to hypersexualize the kids starting in kindergarten. And here they are doing this to a 12-year-old, playing quote unquote games, saying if you're not comfortable in your body, you may be a Decepticon. Remember, that's the games that they play, man. If you got any type of body dysmorphia, if you got anorexia, you overweight, if you oh yeah, you might be tranny, you might be a transformer. You might want to join the Autobots. See? And then you sit back here and confuse the damn kids and then say, hey, there's other kids just like us, man. And this is what we do to feel good about ourselves. Come play these games with us. Here, touch here. You understand? This is the madness that's going on, man. That's why I've been anti public school for a long time. And officially, full time, was homeschooling our kids since 2000. I want to say 2016 is when uh, my wife and myself and others established a homeschool. And I had experimented homeschooling my kids prior to that. Uh, but they attended public school for a few years, but we got them up out of there before it was too late. Because this is the madness that I seen down the pipeline. So look at this. Lori Lightfoot is out here fighting for this madness. Indian surgeon plans to transplant a womb into a trans woman in the world's first op that could pave the way for biological men to get pregnant. Did you read that right? This is Elon. He's part of the conspiracy too. Of Psalms 83, the East Indians, the Elamites. Am I not sharing the screen? Are y'all missing this? I think I'm not sharing it correctly. Hold on. Slack y'all. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I didn't realize I wasn't sharing. See, here's the one about Lori Lightfoot. Okay, I think y'all seen that one or heard me reading about it, right? Okay, this is the one about the trans kids getting seduced and brought into these damn secret club meetings by these teachers, and they're being told to lie about it. Okay. Um, Here's the latest one I just brought up. Here's the latest one I just brought up. And then we talking about this. Let me pull up this real quick. Um, I thought Elon was in here. Are they not here? Hold on. No, Salakia. I could have sworn Elon was in here. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. But the Elamites, man, this dude, and he's influenced by America. Indian surgeon plans to transplant the womb. He's going to take a woman's womb, implant it in a man, and then experiment to see if this man will can be able to successfully have a childbirth or be able to carry a womb. And then they would do a C-section to remove the baby. Now, mind you, this is just on the heels of them saying you can't say breastfeeding anymore. It's chest feeding. You can't say vaginal delivery no more. You have to say frontal delivery. Do you see the madness that they're trying to create, man? So here's this dude. He wants to create the first man pregnancy, literally. Not the way that they flip the script and be talking about how um uh uh, uh calling it a trans man when it's really a woman who's on hormones and all this other madness. No, no, this dude's really trying to get a man in there to knock him up. Dr. Narendra Kaushik plans to do a op at Gender Reassignment Clinic in New Delhi. Only one documented case ever of a womb being inserted into a biological man, but it was fatal in impregnating trans women with the new womb never been done. Surgeon in India will attempt to transplant a woman to a trans woman who was born a man with the view to making them pregnant. The risky procedure will involve taking the reproductive organs from a dead donor or a patient who was transitioned the other way and had theirs removed. I mean, all kind of confused madness. There also has been one documented case of a womb being inserted into a trans woman in the past, but she died from complications just months later. Oh, so I guess you can't be born that way. You biologically can't handle it, man. When these people don't get that through their minds. Impregnating a trans woman would be an even bigger feat and would require the use of IVF and a C-section because they do not have a fully functioning vagina. Tell us something we don't know. The madness continues. Democrats' national abortion bill replaces the word woman with person. Hello? Do you see the language is changing? They're changing the biology. They're infiltrating the schools, uh, the education, the sexual innuendos that they're doing from Disney, the cartoons, the comic books, everything is being transformed. Okay. What's the name of the damn planet that the Autobots and the Decepticons came from? Cybertron. I mean, Cybertron is destroyed, man. They done moved here. If you watch the movie Transform, they're here trying to take over. The Decepticons is leading the way. Democrats is now they're saying they want to have an abortion bill. You can't say woman no more. It's just a person. Why? Because you got a quote unquote trans man. You can't say woman, female. Are you sisters not upset about this? I mean, where are these women? Where do the liberal women at, man? Who've been complaining about not being equal and not being able to vote and not being treated fairly and being lesser than you've got a whole people saying that your whole identity of gender will no longer exist verbally. Where's the rioting and the protesting that for that? Huh? Your body, your choice, man. But they telling you're not a woman though. I mean, when the Supreme Court justice says, "Can you define what a woman is?" and she says, "I'm not a biologist, I can't answer that," and she's a damn woman, a damn nigger woman at that, a damn bed wench, she can't even answer that. I mean, this is how far gone we are in this place, man. Unreal. I'm not even reading this, but y'all see where we're headed. Look at this. Trans professor 34 who defended pedophiles, defended it. And she says that a pedophile is really a minor attracted person. I mean, what's wrong with that? It should be a crime because you like minors. This is a professor, PhD, another Decepticon. See, defended pedophiles as minor attracted persons is hired by Johns Hopkins University. Oh, the good old John Hopkins, huh? They're at it again. Should we be surprised that this hospital is found in more damn folly and corruption again? I mean, they didn't they head up Operation uh 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 201 with Bill Gates and dealing with the pandemic? Didn't they do the lead paint study? The Krieger Institute, which was affiliated with John Hopkins, did all the lead paint studies, man, that jacked up and poisoned all them black men and women in Baltimore projects. Oh, yeah, these same corrupt individuals, man, who's been funding all kind of madness that's been destroying our people. Should we be surprised that they've hired on a Decepticon who's got no problem with pedophiles? And look what they're look at the position though. Hired on John Hopkins University at the Center for Preventing Child Sexual Abuse. This female, I'm not calling her a male. You crazy? This broad is now in charge of preventing child sex abuse when she just got through saying that she has no problem with pedophile attractions. Months after she resigned from the Virginia school. So she resigned from the school. Months later, she gets a job at John Hopkins, man. She gets rewarded. The broad got rewarded for taking that stance and coming out. See, look at that. You see the PowerPoint? Understanding resilient strategies among minor attracted individuals. Allison Walker, PhD. Let me get out of here, man, before I throw up, man. You see what's happening? This is the gray horror, man. This is the products that this is the babies that come up out this hole. And look at this. AI surveillance cameras now being used to detect potential threats. Oh, Big Brother's watching, huh? Big Brother's watching. Should we be surprised? No. Get the scripture in Sirach. Because this is the mentality of the so-called white man, the God complex. See, Sirach 23 and 19. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. That's the power of the Most High. The Most High said his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. If the sun can illuminate the whole earth, every day, the Most High said, I'm 10 times brighter than that, man. There's no more illumination that you can get than the eyes of the Most High. Said the Most High beholds all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. The Most High has angels all over the place, man. Over 200 million angels, eyes brighter than the sun, man, documenting and watching every move we make. But guess who wants to do that too? You guessed it, the so-called white man. His God complex, man. Remember, he said, I will be like the Most High. In Isaiah, 13. AI surveillance cameras are now being used to detect potential threats. See, and they always guise it under, oh, it's for your protection. Oh, we want to make sure that there's nothing going on. Oh, no, really, they want to invade and watch and see everything we do. And that's all part of the social credit score. That's all part of watching your carbon footprint. That's all part of watching and seeing everything that you're doing, making sure that you're compliant, making sure that you're staying committed to the beast and that you're not cheating on the gray whore. Look at this. But we talked about this before. The secretive company that might end privacy as we know it. This is why it's already been understood. Clearview. Remember that? And they said they already got a billion pictures of everybody already. So facial recognition is already out. It's already prepared. They already got the database. They've already been, taking the pictures from Facebook, YouTube. Look, it said right here. This is why we see what's happening. So they got the AI already lined up. Now they're getting ready to put the facial recognition in. Just look at China. Go watch Minority Report. They're just showing you everything that they already had pre-planned. So look, a little known startup helps law enforcement match photos of unknown people to their online images. Online images. So you niggas out here keep posting up what you're eating, where you at every minute, showing off your face and filtering out every damn thing. You better slow down. The only thing you're doing is just keep giving them more and more and more and more and more. It ain't like they ain't got it, but goddamn, stop feeding them. Stop feeding the beast. I mean, good lord. We just so enamored with looking at our. Remember, the scripture said we're gonna be lovers of ourselves. So when people are just so obsessed with selfies and so obsessed with, oh look where I'm eating at, look what I'm at, look where I'm doing, oh what, and next to you know, Esau saying, oh, this is all going in the data bank. This is all in the data bank. Okay. Oh, she didn't change her hair from this to that. To that. Okay, well we got multiple profiles of what she can look like. Oh yeah, he didn't cut his hair there, over here. Did this? Oh yeah, we got multiple pictures of him too. Don't worry about it. There's no disguise that you can have now that it's gonna get past AI. Okay, a little known startup. Look at this. Hold on, I'm just gonna read from right here. It said the system. This is the system, and the company's called Clearview. Clearview AI out of New York. The system, whose backbone is a database of more than 3 billion images that Clearview claims to have scraped from Facebook, YouTube, Venmo, and millions of other websites, goes far beyond anything ever constructed by the United States government or Silicon Valley giants. So if you don't think we're entering Big Brother, you don't think that we're here, man. This is from the New York Times. This ain't some opinion piece. It's not some, some blog or some damn WordPress document, Wikipedia. No, it's here, man. There's a white man trying to be like the Most High. And if you want to be able to maintain yourself, with the beast system and all that, you will comply. You will identify. I mean, our people already got the damn iPhones, man, and using the phone to unlock the phone, the biometrics. Or you either use your thumbprint, or you got to use your eye or your damn face in the name of security. And meanwhile, they saying it's really in the name of you complying and moving in and being comfortable with the beast system when it's fully rolled out. See. Here, Clearview AI settles a suit and agrees to limit sales of facial recognition database. See, they've already been sued. And they had to settle on limiting the sales of the facial recognition database. Well, who are they selling it to? Oh, to police and different companies saying we need the facial recognition technology that you got. Sellers, give us those pictures, give us those so we can implement it in our surveillance systems. See how that works? Okay. But look at this. Skin sites. Google is tracking skin tones of people to make its search results more inclusive after tech racism fears. Oh, they're so concerned about, brown and black, so-called brown and black, that we need to hone in on that melanated people. We want Google to be able to track the brown. You understand? And they saying, "Oh no, that's because we want you inclusive in the tech. We don't want you to say racist because we only recognize light and white. When really we trying to track down you niggas. Google is on it. Look, a lot of time people felt that they are lumped together into racial categories: the black category, the white category, the Asian category, etc. But in this, there's all this difference. Monk said, you need a much more fine-grained, complex understanding that will really do justice to this distinct between a broad racial category and these phenotypic differences across these categories. In response to this need, Monk, an assistant professor of sociology at Harvard, developed the 10-shade Monk skin tone scale. His model is designed to rectify outdated AI skin tone scales, which are biased towards lighter skin. Did you hear that? So there, he's saying that the skin tone, facial recognition, AI technology was lacking in identifying brown tones, melanated tones. So they said we got to up the ante. We got to make sure that we get you Negroes and you Hispanics locked in here, Israelites, in other words. We need Google tracking them. And as you Negroes are throwing on your VR goggles and Google glasses and everything, you're just getting primed and ready for the damn metaverse. Getting primed and ready for the life of a damn what's the name of that movie I told y'all about? Surrogates. The surrogates had like real like AI bots living as people, and the real people sitting at home with these damn pods on their heads, controlling their surrogates out there in the world. Bruce Willis. Google teases smart glasses prototype that translates languages in real time. So they got the Google Glass on here that you can slide them on, man. Hit it, and people talking. I don't know how either from audio or you reading, but it's supposed to pull up a little digital image and translating as people are talking. Real cool technology if it's real. But this is all part of the metaverse. This is all part of people getting locked into this tech, man, and being lost in this damn world. California is bracing for an extreme summer drought after a dismal wet season. So drought is going to kick in. They're expecting hotter temperatures. That again is going to lead to them rolling blackouts. It's going to lead to, possible energy shortages. So California's in okay. Uh, Coastal fires destroyed 20 homes. It's already started. Laguna Niguel. The Meadamites have got the multi-million-dollar homes up there. They all got hit. 20 million home. I mean, 20 homes already down. Multi-millions of dollars of damages, man. You talking about them? Man, Esau boy. Most I always lick that get they bus, man. Every year. Every year. Calabasas. This year's Laguna Niguel. Them fires get the hit, man. The raging fires of the Lord come through, getting they bus, man. So they didn't got hit up. So the fires is already starting early in California. Esau is the first to get a taste of the wrath of the Lord. Look at Governor Gruesome. Here they go again, man. The Democrats trying to tease and tickle your butts with a feather, man. Oh, we got some money for you. You know what to do when you get to the polls. Tax refunds, medical staff bonuses are proposed. Proposed. See, they run with these proposals, man, and keep, the carrot on the string and get people keep chasing. He proposed $400 gas cards. We ain't heard nothing since. Again, we did hear that the California gas tax is going up. We ain't heard about no relief though. Oh well, hey, I brought it up. I proposed it. I didn't say I was going to do it though. I didn't say it was going to get approved. See, that's the slickness that he does, man. So he got an $18 billion package that he's proposing that's going to include tax refunds to eligible vehicle owners, rental assistance, and money for hospital and nursing staff. Look at this. The announcement also included a projected minimum wage increase to $15.50. Oh, well, whoop de doo, man! Happy days are here again, man. Everybody's gonna ball with a 50-cent increase. Didn't we just read that single parents is making $15 an hour and struggling to missing meals? You think 50 cents is gonna actually make a difference in their life? That's gonna actually put them over the top and get them comfortable all of a sudden? You think making $15.50 an hour is actually survivable in California? Are you crazy? Well, that you definitely working two jobs if you're making $15.50. So he's acting like giving a little trinkets, man. Hey, look what I did. I gave y'all some more money. I raised it. I raised the minimum wage 50 cents. You should be thanking me. Starting in 2023. So you still gonna have to struggle to survive to get through the rest of this year. But come January, we'll give you extra 50 cents. Maybe you niggas can live off of that. Are you crazy, man? Look at this. $11.5 billion in tax refunds to help address inflation in the form of a previously announced $400 checks to every registered vehicle owner. So, $400. I mean, that's pretty much your gas bill for the day. I mean, for the month, depending on the type of vehicle that you got. They acting like this money's actually going to help. $11.5 billion in tax refunds, though. Well, then we just get to seeing that the damn IRS and the state is backed up and they paying billions of dollars in interest because they can't get the money out. But here he is talking about here's a proposal that I can get you a $400 tax refund as long as you got a car registered in California. And then by the time you get that $400, man, gas again is only that's gonna be enough to maybe pay your gas for the month, depending on where it is, or that might be your grocery bill for the week. How about that? But you gotta wait a whole damn year before you can get it. I mean, this is all the joke, man. But they acting like, oh, this is gonna actually help a lot of people. 2.7 billion in emergency rental assistance for low income tenants. Oh, 1.4 billion to help residents pay past due electric and water bills. Oh, that's nice. As people gonna be scrapping and fighting, hopefully they're on the list to get any of that money. Waiving child care fees for low income families. Oh, but you're gonna have to qualify. You gotta make sure that your income is here, there. You gotta have so many kids. I mean, the fine line of and this is all proposals. This ain't guaranteed. I mean, basically just talking. And it's all on the pretenses of if you keep us in office, I can get it done. And then when they don't get it done, the Negro and Hispanic is sitting back mad as hell saying, damn, we got duped again. Look at this. And I'm not saying that this didn't happen. Let me go on record as saying that. But it is very ironic and very curious to me as to now there's a TikTok trend of uh, female military workers who were all going on as confessions about how they were raped and impregnated by fellow officers in the military. Just so happens now this trend starts when the Roe versus Wade thing kicks in. Now there's a TikTok trend happening. Very interesting how that works. Okay. This is one of these females' testimony. He came to my barracks, pinned me down, and raped me. Female veteran detailed the horrific sexual assaults they face at the hands of their quote brothers in arms in the military as part of a TikTok trend to raise support for Roe versus Wade. I mean, why wait for a trend to speak your truth? Why wait for a trend to go and seek out redemption? You know, the one with the one to the right on her thing, she's saying that she wanted to keep the baby, but because she was a child of adoption or something like that. But then she's talking about when she brought it up, she started getting all kind of feedback and everybody was on her head and about keeping the baby or some madness, so she had to go ahead and get it aborted. It was some old folly, man. But look at this. Why is this important? That this is a TikTok trend. Well, look at the pattern though. Slow Biden brings in TikTok stars to help sway public opinion over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Oh, so they use these TikTokers. They pay off these little TikTokers and these little trendy glitter bugs out there to start up these trends to do what? Sway public opinion. This is a move. This ain't goodness. It's so crazy how people don't even see through this stuff, man. All of a sudden, this trend starts popping up because of the Roe versus Wade thing. Remember, this is all part of the plan. This is all part of them utilizing this as political cannon fodder to try to build up some reputations for the Democrats because they approval rating and their whole policies and slow Biden has been a horrible example of a damn president, so forth and so on. They can't use BLM, they can't use damn Bill Gates. They done burnt out a lot of their resources. So now they gotta pull up the LGBTQ, HIV zombies out the woodworks. They got to get the pro abortion ones out the woodworks. They got to get the women. They got to get the minorities out. And now, slow Biden and the Democrats, no strangers to utilizing social media to enhance their thing. I mean, that the Obama's the first one started doing that. He had females on YouTube, man, singing about him and wearing T-shirts and doing all kind of madness. The chick that just got the job as the minister of truth, uh, head, she was doing singing videos on TikTok and all of that. The one who's the disinformation committee, the head of that, little Edomite. She was doing dumb old goofy singing videos on TikTok. Now all of a sudden she's the head of what you can and can't say. So here's a trend. But look, Slow Biden is no stranger to using TikTok as to sway people's opinions over political issues. So don't fall for that. Now this one. This one. Before I close out, man, I had to get on this one. Look at this damn dumb, disgusting. Take your time, IQ. Take your time. Look at this broad, man. We don't even need to go to the law regarding tattoos. This is more of about how a wicked woman can destroy a generation, can destroy a man of the Lord, a potential son of the Most High, all out of her own vanity, vainglory, and wicked nature. Tattooed, obsessed mother is slammed for covering her 1-year-old baby in fake body art as critics accuse her of being a bad mom who was raising her son to be a gangster and a thug. I mean, yeah, she should be getting slammed. I seen a video of her carrying a baby in Walmart, man. And what was more disgusting is the reactions that she was getting and the baby was getting from people. I mean, it was other females going, "Oh, he's so cute. Oh, that is so cute. Look at the little tattoos on him. Oh," I promise you, I was ready to just throw my damn phone because of the reaction. And then you see this old wicked Jezebel out here with her stripper heels on, with a damn bikini top on, and a little slim ass in that damn. What has she got on? I don't know, man. Good lord. Anyway, let me look at this. You seeing right. 1-year old baby, man, got a little gold chain on, priming him ready for destruction. And the mama got fake tattoos on him. He's only 1 years old, man. I mean, what is wrong with this? Uh, let me see. Hold on. Look at this. This is the stress and the spirit that comes on a man who's got a daughter and what ends up happening to her. Sirach 42, let's read 10. And her virginity, okay, hold on. Let's start at verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. Now, this. I always say, man, the Most High gave me what I can handle, man. I only got boys. All praise to the Most High. If I had a daughter, man, I would probably lose my damn mind. You talk about overprotective. But this is what happens, man. For you brothers out there, man, I salute you, brothers with daughters, man. Uh, it says, man, you waking up in the middle of the night, losing sleep because you care so much about your daughter. Okay, and her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house. So it's telling you, the sanctity of her marriage. She needs to be of a mature age. She needs to be prepared and ready to be seen out of his house and married to another man, right? That's ready to take on and prepare her to be a virtuous woman and a possession in another man's home. Now he said, unless she be found with child in her father's house. So she done laid up with some dude. Now she's the father gone. She's got a husband, right? She's back in her father's house. Husband's gone, running around. She's trying to get booked on Maury Povich now. See, it said, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren. Verse 11, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. I can only imagine, man, she probably don't know who her daddy is. I'm wondering where his father is. There's no self-respecting man that could be in this woman's life that is sitting back saying this is okay for my son. Let alone, man. I mean, who's laying up with this thing right here anyway? I mean, it's unbelievable. But let's look up. Let me read on. Behold, not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. Lesson learned for you brothers out there, okay? Verse 13, it says, For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. Okay? So this is the only thing we seeing that's coming up out of here, man. She's only making this more relevant. Uh, she's only making this more true. Look at this. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 10. It says, But the ungodly shall be punished according to their imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. This is why she gonna be destroyed, man. She gonna be destroyed. And if the Lord go ahead and smite her baby because she's raising him in wickedness, man, as innocent as he is, and he don't even know what the hell's going on. But she's playing around like he's a little doll, like he's a toy. And you're talking about a child of the Lord, man, using her own imaginations to do what she wants with this baby. Reading in verse 11. I mean, you got these women out here, man. They out here prostituting their daughters, man. They killing their kids. They doing all kind of madness. Verse 11 says, For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Verse 12, their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. She's only, look, verse 13, their offspring is cursed. Man, that little dude don't have a chance in hell, man. She's going to raise him in complete wickedness. And it'll give him liberty to do whatever he wants, man. He's going to be jacked up if he sees the light of day of his teen years and beyond. Offspring is cursed, man. She's already cursed him by raising him in sin, man, by putting them fake tattoos on him, marking his flesh up, marketing him to be the next little rapper with the fake gold chain and the damn bracelets on. And she's self obsessed with defiling and vandalizing her temple. See, their wives are foolish and their children wicked. I mean, where's the husband at? Well, you know, he's probably gone with the wind. Verse 13, their offspring is cursed. Wherefore, blessed is the barren that is undefiled. The Most High said, man, blessed is the barren, a sister who can't have kids, as long as she remains undefiled and doesn't get caught up. Which have not known the sinful bed, she shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. See, she's gonna get hers back in the future and in the kingdom. This one right here, she popping them out only to be caught up in wickedness, man. Shamika Morris, a fashion designer from West Palm Beach. Fashion design. Who's wearing this? You sisters wearing this? Yeah, y'all like the little Ronald McDonald lace front she got on? You sisters gonna wear that? Out of West Palm Beach, Florida, first started putting temporary tattoos on her son Traylon when he was just 6 months old. She often covers the tot from head to toe with tattoos, placing intricate body arts on his stomach, arms, back, and legs. Although the tattoos aren't real, many people online have blasted Shamika for covering her toddler with the designs, with some branding her a quote bad mom. She said people have told her that Traylon is going to get shot down in the streets or that she is raising him for prison, but the mom of one is not going to let her online haters stop her. She said, For the people that judge me, I don't care because this is a lifestyle that we enjoy. So she enjoys sin. She enjoys unrighteousness. She enjoys wickedness. She enjoys raising her son up. Look, the scriptures tell you how we're supposed to raise our children, man. Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. What is the way that he's supposed to go? How is he supposed to be trained? Is he supposed to be trained to be worried about, getting tattoos and following along with her with his wicked mama? No, this is the way he's supposed to be trained. Psalm 78 and 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. What should be known to the children? The testimonies of Jacob, appointing the law. The law is supposed to be known to our children. That what? That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and to declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in God and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments. Is she doing that? No, she's doing this. And that might not be, as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation. I don't care what they say online, whoever judges me. This is the lifestyle that we live. A stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. That's Shamika and her wicked ass. Man, shame on this broad, man. Shame on her. Disgusting. All right, last one, y'all. 3 white Louisiana state troopers. Remember, I always tell you, I'm always bring out at least one story a week. Where's BLM at? Oh, they trying to settle up with that $6 million house. Oh, they can't get out and protest. They can't get out there and do anything about it. Oh, because the cops already got arrested. Well, they ain't been convicted yet. Hold on. Where they at? 3 white Louisiana state troopers are charged with beating a black motorist, hoisting him by his braids, bragging their whooping would give him nightmares for a long time. You talking about real trauma, intentionally trying to get this man nightmares. And people are talking about, oh, that's fake trauma you Negroes is going through, man. That was the past. Don't worry about it. See, 3 white Louisiana state troopers are charged with beating black motorists, hoisting him by his braids, and bragging their whipping would give him nightmares for a long time. Troopers Jacob Brown, Dakota DeMoss, and George Cam Harper, who were all white, have been charged with battery after allegedly beating a black motorist. They allegedly pulled Antonio Harris off the ground by his braids and slap punched and kneed him while he was face down on the ground. Harris was attacked after leading troopers on a high-speed chase that ended in a cornfield near Franklin Parish, Louisiana. An internal investigation found the troopers filed wholly untrue reports claiming that the man trying to flee before they began to pummel him. They kept saying stop resisting, but I was never resisting, Harris told investigators. See, that's white code, man, for beat him. Beat his ass, beat his ass. You know, they always yell out, stop resisting. And you not resisting, a brother's not resisting, but they always say that to justify the beating, the abuse. So this was on tape. They caught this brother, man, beat the hell out of him with the intentions of giving him nightmares. And now they've got 3 cops charged with allegedly beating this brother. Allegedly. Don't you love that word? Well, we got to prove it first. We don't know if that really happened or not. Yeah, it's on tape. Yeah, we got it all down. But you heard us say stop resisting. You know, he led us on a high speed chase, man. We didn't feel like running at that time, so we beat the hell out of him. Where's BLM at, huh? Where's Slow Biden? Where's the rest of these humanitarian efforts? Oh, you wasting all your humanitarian time in the Ukraine? You got $30 billion over there, man. You can't get the baby food. I mean, the baby formula on the shelves yet? They getting it all. The single mothers, man, is trying to skip meals and figuring out how they're gonna feed their babies. And cash losing crypto, losing the whole nine, man. Everything is going to hell in the handbasket, man. If you haven't noticed, right? So it's been a good one, y'all. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High while y'all was shy. Did y'all wipe your feet? You know, first of all, let me make sure. Hold on, cause y'all be slipping, man. Y'all be slipping. Hold on, let me see what. Oh, y'all doing me wrong. I see like 4 likes. Am I tripping? Of all the people that came up in here today, man, 3 and 4 likes. Is that many people on here, man, that just don't have no home training like that? Is it that many, man, that just kind of take advantage, man? You just barge your way into people's homes, eat off the plate, man, ramshack the house, walk out. and don't even say thank you. Good Lord. It's okay though. It's okay. My good brothers and sisters, man, for those of y'all who did abide by the rules, wiped your feet when you came in. I mean, it was a thumbnail. I mean, is it that hard? I know y'all be kind of eager. You just want to get right to the business. You want to get to this. You want to get online. You want to start listening and watching. But if you do so, man, I told you, you got the keys. You can just open up the door. Come on in. All I ask you is to do wipe your feet, man. Hit the like button. Lord knows I need help with the algorithms, man. I need help keeping motivating and moving his videos around, man. Trying to stay alive on this internet. The small little spirit that we got, the little close knit community we got over here. Man, we gotta look out for each other, man. Y'all see what they've been trying to do? They trying to shut me down. They trying to shut us up over here. Cause if my IQ channel, man, y'all seen they on my head. They looking to destroy that one. And I gotta keep putting and teaching on the congregational channel, so they're gonna look over this way. Oh, he's over there too. Oh, there. Okay, well, let's start swiping. Let's start getting at them too. You understand? So do your job, brothers and sisters, man. Do your brother a good solid. All you gotta do is hit the like button, man. I'm not getting paid for it. You don't hear me panhandling on here, man. I don't have no super chat. I don't have nothing on here saying, man, give me money. I do appreciate in the body of messengers of the covenant, do appreciate the brothers and sisters who do donate, who do send their arms in, man. All praise on the glory to you, man. I appreciate it. It really does help us in the pursuit of us continuing on with the works. Um, However and whatever it may be. It's from the kindness of your heart and you're doing your arms to deliver yourself from death and you abiding by the alms deeds that the scriptures command us to do. Man, all praises, man. Um, but to hit the like button, to wipe your feet, to show common courtesy, it's free. You dig what I'm saying? So don't do your boy like that. Hit that button, man, and we'll be all good. All right. So with that, man, we've been on for like 3 hours. All praises, man. Been a blessed Sabbath evening with y'all. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High while you have a shy. Always remember, you know the deal. Fear the Most High, keep the commandments, but don't ever shoot the messenger. Shalom, y'all.